chit chat with me. When I say I'm just kind of like getting up, I'm just kind of getting up. So I'm in here. I shampooed my hair last night. My bad. Happy Christmas Eve. Happy holidays. Welcome to my live stream. I'm Beau Raven if you're new here. If you're returning, hey Beau-daes. Um, if you're watching it in real time, if you're watching the playback, that's cool too. So I'm missing 2 nails before we even start. I had been sick this week. Didn't have time to go get them done because I was just sick, and it is what it is. So last night I shampooed my hair, put in my organ oil, my one and only organ oil. Well, where is it at the time? Oh, they used to sponsor me, and I would get kind of like all their products. This looks so tacky, but it's okay. So this is what I use in my hair to help retain moisture and everything like that. It's non-greasy. This is so bomb. This is a staple for me. I'm always going to have this. I use this in my hair, my children's hair. When I was doing clients, I would do it on my clients as well. And then, like, if I was straightening my hair, I would go into, like, my Paul Mitchell serum. So I would shampoo it, blow it out, put a dime size to quarter size amount, depending on the thickness or whatever of the person's hair or my hair. For me, it's like a pea-sized amount because my hair is thin. And then I would go in with this and blow them out and straighten them and everything else. So anyways, I figured why not just come on and show y'all how I'm about to tame her. Pull her into a bun because I do plan to go and do a wig. Y'all gotta excuse Bay, he got his work clothes, but that's him side, so it is what it is. If I pull him out the back, he gonna be like, you pulled him and you put him on the floor. So anyways, oh child, let's chat. Let's get into it. So I use water just to kind of like tame my hair so that I can go through it and pull it back into my bun for the day, right? I hate they be dripping everywhere. Robin is at a little sleepover, and that's so crazy because I'm like, girl, it's Christmas Eve. You should be here with your family. Y'all see how thin my hair is? As soon as I wet it, honey, anything can weigh my hair down. That's when you know your hair is actually thin. But I ain't worried about it. Because we just putting it in a bun anyway. So what's my plans? I plan to go into my film room, do my makeup. I plan to prep my wig. So I want to shampoo my wig. That's too much water. Shampoo my wig out. Roller said it so that I can get the perfect holiday hair. And so probably film that for y'all too and put it here on the channel. That way y'all can watch it. In case, you know, you want to use it for New Year's. Because we still got 2 good holidays left in us. We got Christmas and we got New Year's. So now, just a little secret. I do like to put like either a curling cream, right? I like to use the one by Pattern Beauty. Taraji's really does weigh my hair down. I had bought her stuff and it's kind of fragranced, which I'm okay with that. This is the one that's the Curls for Days, and this is the Twist and Set. The Twist and Set is really heavy on my hair, so I may give this one to Robin or Sydney. The Curls for Days, you really do have curls for days. It does do exactly what the product suggested does, but you know, it's the days after you like, so I don't know. I just feel like this is for thicker hair and it's not for thin hair. That's what I'm gonna say, because I feel like On a thicker hair texture, this would work perfectly, but I feel like if you thin, if the wind can blow and she trying to run and be like Gone with the Wind, if your hair trying to be gone with the wind, this product is not for you. So anyways, I'm almost out of this one. I do like to put this in when I do my buns and stuff, just to kind of give me like a smoothness to it. And then I'll go back with my Hicks Edge Control, or I will use my Cream of Nature Edge Control. It just feels on how I'm feeling today. But we can go ahead and pull her back into a bun. I'm thinking that I want to do no leave-in conditioner today because like I said, I did just shampoo last night. I do plan to dye my hair this week. I haven't dyed my hair in a very long time, but I'm just kind of over my little brown, naturally brown hair. And my children are like, "Why, Mommy? It's your hair." Yes, I know, but Mommy's over it. And the sad thing is, like, if you are starting to get grays, going darker is not what you should do. You should go lighter, right? But the winter just started, so we about to get winter weather, and I'm not trying to just like go light in the winter. Usually I wouldn't care. I go light anytime I want to. However, that's not gonna be the case this time, right? I'm going to plan to go dark. I'm gonna try to go black. That's what I'm gonna try to do. It never works out on my hair, honey. So as y'all can see, I don't know, because I know I don't have y'all propped in the, it's Augie. I don't have y'all propped in the best thing, because this was very impromptu. Me coming on this morning. I wasn't even really gonna come on. Y'all, I just, in all honesty, if I can really be real with y'all, I've really been thinking about just starting a completely new channel, because when I originally started this channel, I was doing hair, makeup, fashion, entertainment, TV show reviews. So my following kind of became all of that. And it's really just, it's on me. And I know like a lot of people be like, you can revamp your channel, you can do this. Yes, I'm about to take a little gel. You can do this, you can do that. I don't know, I'm sorry y'all, because the weather is bad here. So that's why it's going. Because I grew such a mass following, right? I feel like 65% of my channel is hair and beauty. 35% of my channel is entertainment. And then I'd get like that last such and such of it to vlogs and stuff like that. And it's like I confused y'all. I really did. I confused y'all. I confused the hell out of y'all. Now, although in my mind, I had a good thing, thinking it was salon talk with Raven. So it was whatever I talked about in the salon. That's what I was going to talk about here on the channel with y'all. So we were talking about celebrities for the day, along with hair. That's what I was doing. And I felt like that's what made me unique, right? That's what made me different from everybody. However, I have learned the hard way that your uniqueness has to show after the fact, or at least that's how I'm feeling. Like in the beginning, you need to be cookie cutter. And once you accomplish whatever little goals it is for yourself, then you can be unique, right? So you learn as you go. I've been uploading since 2015 on YouTube. Yeah, this is 2023. And I recently hit the 10K mark, and I was gonna do a vlog to celebrate it and everything, but then I felt like, I'm celebrating this for myself, but nobody know. Who know? Right? So it's just, I don't know. You lose some, you win some, if that makes sense. I started to last night just delete this channel completely, right? But then I was like, you know what? Something told me to press pause. Because I did go in and delete almost 200 videos. That I did do. I don't know if I want a side part. I'm molding my hair for a side part. And I think I want a middle part for today. Yeah, so I started to just delete the channel completely. Yes, completely. But then I was like, you know what? Let me pump my brakes. Maybe me deleting the channel is a bit extreme. I was like, you know what? Let me just hold off. So I don't know, y'all. This channel may still be here for the new year, and this channel may not. And if you are somebody who is a loyal subscriber and you care about the content that I'm putting out, and you would like to follow me to a new channel, then I would be very appreciative. And if you just feel that if I start over, you know, my content was not for you, then that's that. And the reason that I think I'm kind of in that place and that mind frame is because I've had over 800 and something videos on my channel. And so YouTube kind of has, I don't want to say grandfathered me, but you know, they have pretty much decided like who my content is for. So think of it this way. If you were a person that you had subscribed for stuff that I was doing earlier on the channel, and you're not interested in, even though I'm still doing the same things, I took away the entertainment and the TV reviews. So say like you don't care about just the beauty and stuff, right? Then when notifications for my content goes out, you're not going to click because you don't care to watch it. And that's just as truthful as I can be about it. And so it hurts my channel more than anything, because YouTube signals that as, well, we're putting it out. We served it to her subscribers first, and let me put y'all right here. And you know they aren't watching it, so why are we not to push it to somebody else? You know. So yeah, I don't know. I have a coach, and he's really good, and I know he's probably gonna tell me I'm crazy and I'm overthinking stuff, and he's gonna tell me we can revamp and revive my channel, which honestly I'm talking like my channel is dead, but it's not. Because if y'all would know the amount of new viewers that come to my channel, if y'all would know the amount of views I get in a day, these are the reasons that like my channel is monetized and stuff like that. But I think for me, the personal goals that I have here on the channel, I don't know, I just don't see them happening right now in this moment. You know, some people just want views. Some people want to make more money. You know, it depends on what your goals are for yourself on your channel. My desire is not to amass views. I've done that before. I've had videos that gained momentum and they just took off. And when that happens, you gain groups and groups and groups of subscribers, right? I remember, I think it was a day, or was it 2 days? I had gained over 1,000 subscribers on my channel. I'm not exaggerating. This was back in 2000, was it 16 or 17? And at the time, I was talking about the, what was I talking about? I had 2 videos that took off at the same time, right? But 2 completely different videos. One was like a hair video, and one was a video on the New Edition movie. So whenever the New Edition movie came out, that's when that happened, right? And so it kind of put me in a bind because all those people that came for me talking about that TV review, even though it was only like, I want to say when you go to each of those videos, it's only one of them that had brought me in like maybe 80 or 90 subscribers, and then the other ones brought in maybe like 30 or something. So when you add those 3 reviews together, it came out to about, was it under 200 subscribers, I think. And then the hair video was taken off, but it hurt my watch time, or however you want to call it. I normally don't do no baby hairs, y'all, but I do go in and brush my baby hairs back and kind of like sleek them back. So that's what I'm about to do, because I like my buns to be kind of like really polished and put together. So it's just situations like that, and I've had that happen on the channel quite a few times. Even like right now, I have a tape-in video that has a lot of momentum. Talking about like 14,000 views on it to tape in hair extension. And although I have other tape in hair extension videos on the channel that talk about pros and cons to them, just, you know, anything that could trickle and piggyback off of that video. Some of those were before that video. Some of those came after that video, right? I also have another video that's a live stream kind of, where I'm talking about how I'm an introvert, and this video is doing the same thing at the same time of the other thing. So it comes down to like, okay, do I unlist this one? Do I leave it? Same thing like with my BMW video. It was doing the same thing. I went ahead and I unlisted that one because I felt like the people that were trying to subscribe and joining were there. The audience was different. They're there for car reviews. And that is not my audience. My audience is people that are interested in hair and beauty, fashion, lifestyle. You know, and even when you say that, lifestyle is a different audience than a hair and beauty audience. Now, you can cross them over because, how can I say this? If they are interested, you know, it depends on if they're interested in some of the stuff that, you know, you talk about, then you can kind of cross them over and they'll still watch like your beauty and fashion and all that good stuff, but not always. It just depends. And so for me, I guess that's where I'm gonna have to have the discussion with my coach and just let him know, like, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is where I'm at. I don't know if it's end of the year blues, or because where I normally upload, honey, I'm not uploading. I haven't dropped a video since December the 5th. And even though I told my coach I would, even though, well, part of that was because I got sick. Part of it really was because I got sick. right? And then in me being sick and me just kind of like looking at the channel, reviewing the channel and stuff like that, I just started being like, you know what? I need my closer mirror, y'all, because I feel like I can't see what I'm doing. There we go. I was like, you know what? This is a good time for me to kind of like reevaluate some stuff again. I'm always looking at my analytics. I'm always reevaluating. I don't know, y'all. You know, if we're going to talk, let's talk. I've tried making, well, let me not say I've tried. I have prayed and I asked God to send me friend groups here on YouTube, people doing the same thing that I'm doing, you know, just I don't know. That's why you have to be careful about what you pray about, because sometimes you'll get it, but it's not how you imagined it. So you have to go back to the drawing board and have that conversation with God. And I just really, honestly, I think that's where I'm at. Like, I've been on YouTube. I feel like the feelings that I'm having are, how can I say this? I don't think I felt this way this much or this intense about my YouTube channel and some of the feelings I've encountered from, I'd say August 2023 up until now. Not so much. I don't know. I even had like a point where I never would have thought I would have wanted to quit, but I had a moment where I felt like I wanted to quit as well. And I guess in my mind, I'm one of those that always just thinks like, you know, you should never quit because you just never know. You know, you can quit and you could be right there at whatever it is you're looking for. Because, you know, anytime you go through a breakthrough or anything in your life and your life shifts, well, let me use myself. Every time my life has shifted, I felt like I was kind of at a breaking point where I needed to get me together, and then things would drastically change, and they would change in a good way. So as y'all can see, this is what I'm doing. I'm not big on baby hairs and stuff, but I will kind of tame mines. If y'all think I'm crazy and y'all like, Raven, no, what are you talking about? I'd rather be completely honest with y'all than to not be honest. And plus, it forces me to kind of just, I'm always honest with myself, but I guess I just kind of feel better telling y'all about it. But anyways, I'm pretty sure y'all don't care. I didn't expect y'all to care, I guess. You know? It's just one of those things. And for me, like, one reason I took entertainment off the channel was because I didn't want to turn into a channel that had to come out and report what was going on in celebrity news every time you turned around. That wasn't, I didn't want to keep current every time an update. Like, so let's take, for example, I definitely have an opinion about all this stuff that's going on with Diddy, TD Jakes, Cassie, the whole thing, right? But I wouldn't want to have to come on here. Like, I would want to come give my opinion, kind of leave it there. We chew the fat, talk about it in the comments, and be done. I don't want to have to come on this day and be like, oh, y'all, this got released. Oh, y'all, that got released. Like, I didn't want to do all of that. And I think like that was kind of a direction I saw my channel trying to go. And so I kind of pivoted my channel. And it's so crazy because I remember doing collabs with people. Like I did collabs with Layla Lynn, I think like 2 or 3 times. And at the time I was heavily on TMZ, and I told her like, hey, you should go on TMZ one day. So we went on TMZ like the same day, like the whole thing, suggested her over there. And so it was like she's a very sweet person, right? We used to talk and everything like that. Very, very, very nice girl. So I love seeing like the growth of her channel and where she is now, because I think at that time we were both at 7,000, probably around 7K subscribers. And that was what I want to say. Layla was also doing beauty stuff as well. I think she started doing beauty and then she started kind of getting into that. And then it was like like how I decided to make my pivot. I think she decided to make a pivot and roll with it that way. And one thing that I do love about her is she'll come on, she'll give her takes and stuff like that. But she gonna do it based around like, I guess her family and her stuff like that, because it's just kind of like, family is first. Me personally, my kids have been on this journey with me the entire time that I've been on YouTube, because when I started my channel, my very first video was them literally dancing to like Beyonce, right? And so they kind of grew up watching mommy do YouTube, and they would film for me, which is why some of my footage back then was like short, shaky, because I didn't start with like the cameras that I have now and all the equipment and stuff that I've gotten as I've grown on my channel. I started on my Samsung Note 3 is what I had, and that's what I used to film with. And I would prop my phone up on books. I had floor lamps that you use for like recess lighting, or you use to put in plants and stuff like that. I had floor lamps, and I would put all that there. I would sit on a bar stool right in front of like my little closet door, and I would just talk to y'all. I would film. I would do beauty tutorials in my salon. Just whatever it was I was doing, that's what I was doing. And I just organically accumulated followers, people who were interested in those things. And I think for me, that's the reason I always enjoyed doing YouTube, is because I really was staying true to myself in my comfort zone. I wasn't out there like trend surfing and trying to do all those things. So when I started bringing like, my clients told me to do a YouTube, and I started doing YouTube, and that started working, because I would come on and do like salon education. I would talk to you about the issues women would come to me in the salon and have or ask about or say. It's so crazy how things go full surface. I remember being in my salon, that had to be 2010, and a girl, she was a new client, she came in, she sat in my chair, and she was asking, because I'm always wanting to educate my clients on how to do their hair at home, how to take care of their hair at home. And so she was asking me about like different hair products. And so I was like, oh yeah, blah, 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 telling her like how I felt about Carol's Daughter, because that was one of the ones she asked me about. Shea Moisture was another one she asked me about. And then she asked me about Afrogy. And I was like, well, I'm not really familiar with Afrogy. And so she pulls up a YouTube video of a girl that was doing like a whole Afrogy, like I want to say it was like a protein treatment or something like that. It's so funny because here we are, 2023, and I met Shay this year, and I'm like, I had a client showed me your video, years ago. And so it was like I had gone home and looked at her video, subscribed, right? I was subscribed, but I never saw her content. And I didn't see her content because she, I guess, shifted and went into vlogs. Hey, Simone. So, people change their content all the time. Me personally, I feel like the stuff that I have on my channel is pretty much the stuff I've always had on my channel, just taking off the TV shows and entertainment. And because I started I didn't call it vlogging, I was calling it vloggery. And then some of it I was just titling like what my events was. But in 2015 or 2016, I know I was doing vlogs because I was filming like my kids at track and field days, stuff like this, putting it out. It wasn't very prominent on my channel. And the thing with having a vlogging channel is you can grow your channel if it's a vlogging channel or a lifestyle channel, but you got to still have discoverable content. You have to make that video discoverable for people to see it. And one thing that I kind of don't like is I feel like all the vlogs look the same when it comes to thumbnails. Everybody's doing like the try thumbnail or the 4 thumbnails, and I don't like to be like everybody else. Even though I've done it, I've put them up, I'm always trying to figure out like how can I make my thumbnail different. I've noticed when I do like a thumbnail where it's like a single photo, sometimes those do better. But I don't know. I just feel like when I'm creating content, I want to create content for the right person. Enjoys looking cute, enjoys looking their best at all times. And then if we narrow that down, it's people that actually, because everybody, the truth of it is everybody don't really care about their hair. Some people want to look good and they don't care about like how the underneath look. And I'm not for that person, because there are women out here that will put on lace wigs and all that, and they can give 2 shits about how their hair look under there, because they like, look, I'm gonna sleep in my wig, I'm gonna do what I want in my wig, because this is what looks cute and this is what it is. And that's not necessarily healthy. And those are like the same people that will come in your salon and complain that they don't understand why their hairline is stressed, why their edges are gone, why their hair is thinning in certain places. That's not, I'm not saying that, I shun anybody, because I welcome everybody to my channel. But for me, that's not who I'm targeting. I'm targeting people who really want to know how to upkeep their hair under any situation. I'm targeting people who like wearing heels. I could not believe how many comments I was getting on some of my heels videos, because I was finding out like a lot of people don't wear heels that follow me. Like most of them are tennis shoe girls. I still consider a mule a heel. So I'm not talking about like mules. I'm not talking about strappy sandals, because to me that's heels. But I couldn't believe how many women were tennis shoe girls. And it's so crazy because I'm not really a tennis shoe girl. I wear tennis shoes when I go running. I wear tennis shoes if I'm cutting my grass. I wear tennis shoes if I'm doing yard work. Other than that, I'm rarely in a tennis shoe. Rarely in a tennis shoe. It's like when I think about content that I'm putting out. So let's take that for example. If I'm putting out a heel video and you follow me and you're a tennis shoe girl, you're not really watching that video. You're not in tune with that video. You may go support it just because you're on the channel, but then let's talk about the support. If you're not watching it all the way through and you watch it halfway, if you're clicking on it and clicking off, that actually hurts my my watch time, my channel, stuff like that. So watch time for me, thank God, I've never really had an issue with watch time hours. I just never have. My issue here lately has kind of been my views. I just feel like my hair doing what it want to do today, because I'm not trying to make it like precise and neat, but it's just, honey, she doing what Augie, did you pull? Yeah, I think my dog just pulled it. That'll work, girl, because I don't really be caring about no edges like that. So I don't know, y'all. If you want me to be real with y'all, it almost makes me feel like, you know what, in 2023, even in 2024, I can literally go with the knowledge that I have and start a new channel that I haven't, I hate to say messed up, but that I haven't messed up. You know, that I don't have such an extensive history with, and that channel would probably grow faster than my current channel that I currently have up now. And the reason being is because it would be new. It's not any history there for YouTube to try to figure out who my target audience is, who is supposed to be pushed to, and, you know, all this other stuff as opposed to the current channel that I have now. It would just, you know, it would probably be better. So that's why I say I really, you know, I kind of have a feeling my coach is going to say it's really up to you. It's whatever you decide. You know, I can't make that decision for you. I know he's probably going to tell me, you know, I feel that your content pillars are in there, and being that you did a rebrand, you have to give it time. But I think that's the issue. I think where he's looking at my channel being rebranded and the time frame that I'm looking at from when I rebranded is two totally different time frames, right? Two totally different time frames. For me, I consider my rebrand in August of 2022. My coach would consider my rebrand about 3 months ago. So maybe even 4 months ago. So that's definitely different from what, excuse me, y'all, from those time frames. I don't know. I'm being completely honest with y'all. I'm really heavily leaning there. And it's crazy because you would think like, girl, that's crazy. You just hit 10K and da, da, da. But the way that YouTube, and I'm not talking about an algorithm, I'm talking about YouTube. Since 2000 and what, like, I want to say 13 or 14, YouTube kind of swapped everything to where the algorithm goes kind of like off of watch time hours. Watch time hours are more important than your subscriber count. Back in the day, subscriber count used to matter. That's why people, and you would get paid by the views that you would click. And let me pick a lash toy for today. You would get paid if people clicked on your video, you was gonna still get paid. It is not like that now. Now they have to get past the 30% mark and like all kind of other stuff. It's way different. I wouldn't necessarily say it's harder, but it is definitely different. Okay, so these are the same lashes. And so that's when you just have to kind of like ask yourself, like, you know, what am I doing wrong? Like, if my subscribers are not engaged, it's on me. It's not an algorithm. It's not other people. You know, that's when you get back to like your scripts. Like, okay, let me go back over my script. Let me see if it's my script. Is my script off? Is my hook strong enough? Is my thumbnail good enough? You know, like you start really kind of like going back to like the day one of it to try to figure it out. I need something with a contrasting color because this is not working. I can't put them on my hold on. Sorry, Augie. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Okay. I'm gonna use my little, when I bought my candle from Jackiana, this, I don't know if the headband came with it or not, but I know I bought a silk headband. So I keep this and I just keep all my little tools and stuff in there. Okay, so these are the same lashes. I don't want to wear those. Those are the same. Same. Oh, because these are two. See that? I didn't even see those were two. These are the ones I want to wear, actually. They're thin, wispy. And so that's what I want to put on. So, with that being said, y'all, you know, you have to be honest. Like, how can you grow? Like, because for me, when I put out content, I'm always looking to grow. I know when I do vlogs, I know that I can edit pretty well. I know that I can tell a story pretty well and keep engagement in my vlog. However, my channel was not initially set up as a vlogging or lifestyle channel. And truthfully, people don't really know who the hell I am at this point. So when I'm vlogging, y'all, I told y'all I'm getting over whatever it is I had going on. So when I'm putting out vlogs, you know, yeah, they accumulate views, but they're not going to reach people or stuff in the manner that I would desire them to at this point in time, because my channel is just not there yet, if that makes sense, right? Girl, I'm gonna give these to, let me tell y'all how much I'm gonna give these to Robin. Robin likes these old thick. These are so, they were pretty for the initial video that I look that I was going for and I needed them for, but for me, they are too full, too dark. It's just too much. And it's not like what I typically like. So I don't know if they're gonna all fall down, but as y'all can see, I'm more of a like, this is in my lane. To me, this is drama, but still in my lane, right? These would kind of be like a night drama lash for me too, but still in my lane. Because when you put them on, they are not, let me see if I could just tap and show y'all. Ooh, girl, look. It's the way that I'm missing that one nail on the same finger on each hand. Y'all really can't see that from over there. See, those I would consider like with some drama, but still like in my lane. These right here, girl, them give Caterpillar, and it's cool for the girls that rock them. I just can't, like, my eyes are almond shaped, but I have like very short lids here, so when I put on something that's too much, it just takes away. Same reason, like if I do certain eye looks, it takes away because I don't have like a deeper, my crease line is not here. I don't have a lot of area here in that area, if that makes sense. So I know y'all probably don't care about me talking to y'all about YouTube and stuff like that, but honestly, that's kind of like what I've been, that's where my mind kind of been here lately, like continue to rebrand or just restart. And I know like a lot of times we get attached to looking at stuff, looking at numbers. Like, honestly, I think I just posted that, like I had deleted almost 200 videos on my channel, and I did. And the reason I deleted them is because it's like, what is the point of me unlisting them? And originally when I unlisted all the entertainment and TV show reviews, because I'm just going to say entertainment because it all is under the same thing. Initially when I unlisted them, my goal was that when I got my community back to where I wanted my community to be, I would slowly start to unlist some of those and people could go in and watch those as well. But it is just two totally different demographics almost. It does cross over, don't get me wrong, it crosses over, but it is two different audiences. An entertainment audience is not looking and checking for hair tutorials. Out of the an entertainment audience is men and women. Anybody that follows that celebrity, pretty much. It's a, how can I say this? It's kind of like their it's just like that targeted audience. They don't care about so if I release that, even if I put it in a vlog form, even if I come and I put it in a dedicated video, or I incorporate it into a video, they're not checking for no hair, no beauty, no fragrances and fashion, and they're not checking for that. The people that's checking for that is over here, and the people that's looking for this is over there. So it kind of like just, it's a clash. And so when I came to that decision, I went ahead and I privated them. It was hard. I ain't gonna lie, it was hard because you're talking about some of those videos were almost at 700 and something thousand views. But this is the thing: do I want to continue to bring in people that's viewing something that I know I don't want to cater to them? No. So like if it doesn't cater to where I'm trying to go, and what, I don't know why my face is doing all this. Oh, because I started using, I was like, why is my face kind of peeling? I started using the CeraVe skin renewing nightly exfoliating treatment. I started that this week. So that's why, if y'all see me, because it kind of removes texture, because I've been dehydrated. So I got quite a bit of texture on my skin. And so because when you're dehydrated, it takes time for you to get back hydrated, in case you didn't know. So anyways, that's why I was like, well, you know what? Let me go in and private these. But then when I privated them, I'm like, well, if I'm going to put them private, I might as well delete them. Because what happens is when I go into the back end and I look at YouTube and I'm seeing all that, I'm consistently questioning myself. Because the crazy thing, y'all call me crazy if you want to, I exported my analytics and I went through so that I could find out where all my subscribers came from. Because truly, the truth is I've gained 13,000 subscribers on my channel. I lost 3,000 subscribers when I started doing rebranding. But in that loss, I gained more than what I lost, right? So I wanted to see, just like where my subscribers came from, and if I made the right choice with going with the beauty content instead of the entertainment content. And I did, because the majority of my subscribers have subscribed for either hair, fashion. Well, let me put it in the order that they have subscribed: hair, fashion, vlogs, then makeup. And I can understand that because I don't really have that many makeup tutorials up on my channel. And some of the ones that I have, they're definitely older. And makeup has changed since then, if that makes sense. Makeup is not like, So it's hair, fashion, vlogs, then makeup. That's the amount. And with my hair content, I've gained over six something thousand. It was almost 6,000 subscribers just off of hair content. So I don't feel bad for deleting that content. I don't feel bad for that audience deciding, they didn't want to stay. And some of them probably did stay. I always hate to lose anybody, but I always love to gain whoever is here to, let me show y'all the lash once it's on. Here to watch what it is that I'm doing. So it was one of those things. I just had to really have that talk. And then my coach, he's gone for the holidays. So I won't be able to talk to him to can y'all see that lash? I'll be able to talk to him until next week, which is, you know, that's correct because it's Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, it was so hard trying to shop for my kids this year because it's actually since they became teenagers, it's been pretty difficult shopping for them, just to be honest. It's been difficult shopping for them because they were never, I didn't raise them to be like, oh, I want this, I want that. And, you know, I always taught them that if you get gifts from people, you say thank you, you be appreciative because a person does not have to give you a gift. And I think a lot of people, I was just having this conversation with my sister, a lot of people get misconstrued when it comes to gifts. They want to dictate on what they want, get mad if they don't get what the fuck they want. Gifts are meant to be given in love from your heart because that person was on your mind or because you wanted to show some type of appreciation or pour into that person, right? And it always amazes me when I see people, especially adult people, who feel like they are owed something or, you know, catching hissy fits over shit that they didn't get. Like, it just amazes me. It amazes me when people do that because I feel like, bitch, if you want something like that, you grown. Go get. Now, I'm definitely a gift giver. I am. And I don't put price points on my gifts. I have gifted people very nice things, right? Very, very nice things. And so, yeah, y'all, I'm trying this new, I added this into, because y'all know I've been using the Skin Bud. But once I got like this texture on my face, I went and I got the CeraVe Renewing SA Cleanser, the Nightly Exfoliant Treatment, and I picked up this one here. This one here is okay. I did wash my face today, but I'll show y'all. I'll just put a little bit on because it kind of cast on white because it has sunscreen in it. But it definitely keeps the moisture in your skin. But I would say start lightly and go from there because you don't want to fucking be looking like Casper at Christmas time. Looking like the ghost of Christmas or something, you know? You just don't. So with me, when it comes to, hey D, when it comes to gift giving, I'm always surprised by the people that go directly to the cards. You know, they looking for a card, or if their card don't have money in it, even though you bought them a gift, or they feel like their gift should have been a certain price point, right? I feel like if you want all that, buy it for yourself. And even if you can buy it for yourself, that's fine too, but I'm not obligated to give you shit. Me giving you a gift is thoughtful enough. I'm not obligated to buy you a gift. And I think I've taught my children, now I've always given my kids gifts, but I taught them that because I didn't want them to be one of those people that sit up there and be like, oh, you know, this is what you should be getting me this and did it. No. That's not what we're gonna do. I'm trying to figure out if I want to do my bottom lashes with mascara. I normally don't when I'm wearing a bun, but I mean, it's Christmas Eve. I could, but I'm not about to do nothing but go shampoo a wig, prep it. Augie, can you sit down and chill the hell out? Watch out, heart. Can't hear breathing all hard. Watch out, heart. Thank you. Let me put her stuff back in the cabinet because I really do. I hate stuff all over my cabinets. That's why I always be moving base stuff out the way. And then he come back and he put his stuff up there. So it's fine. It's not a biggie, but it's just not my cup of tea. Things that I'm putting up are just things that I just recently picked up. I picked up some hair mayonnaise, right? And I already showed y'all the face stuff that I picked up to add into my stuff. I picked up the castor, grapeseed, and Oregon coconut and olive oil. It's a moisture miracle oil from African Pride. Ooh, Augie, he over here passing gas, honey. I did pick this up because I will buy grapeseed oil at the store, coconut oil. I buy olive oil because olive oil does really good on Sydney's hair, but I'm more of a sunflower seed oil, coconut oil, grapeseed oil. I'll even use almond oil. And I had said one day that I was gonna do like an oil video for y'all, but I don't know if nobody really care about what oils you should and should, what oils target certain things for your hair, should I say, versus, the oils that don't. Like coconut oil is great for shine, softness, controlling frizz, things like that. What else? Yeah, that's kind of like what I would say, but it is not a moisturizer. It is not it's also really good, like if you suffer with psoriasis or dandruff, it's good as like an overnight treatment. So you saturate your scalp with it when you wake up the next, and put a cap on when you wake up the next day. If you have psoriasis, psoriasis is like plaques. Tony suffers with eczema and psoriasis. So that's good for people that have that because it will lift those plaques to where you can slide them out without removing your hair, and then shampoo your scalp with like a good tea gel or dandruff type shampoo, and then shampoo and condition your hair and oil your scalp. So it's good for treating stuff like that. So that's why I keep coconut oil. I don't use it for anything else. The eyeliner glue that I was putting on is from Fancy Goods. This is I do not use the typical eyelash glue anymore. So this allows me to keep my lashes to where I can reuse them as many times as I want because there's no glue on there. It's just it goes on like an eyeliner. You put it on, you can immediately put the lash on, and then when you take them off, it's not going to do anything, and they do definitely hold. So I've never had an issue where they don't hold or anything like that. So I continuously purchase that product from Fancy Goods. It's the same lady that used to date Nelly. She has shoe gummies. I get shoe gummies from her, and I get the Fancy Goods. Down here, the only two mascaras that I keep down here are the Fenty Beauty, what is it, Hella Thick? Is that what it's called? Yeah, Hella Thick. And then I keep this one from MAC that I got as a little sampler and when I bought some perfumes. So I keep them two down here. The MAC one, I don't really like the wand on it, and I couldn't really tell you what mascara this is, but I don't really care for wands that's like this. I like fluffier wands because they give more, how can I say it? It's not necessarily volume, but they give more detailed volume. You can control how the volume is adhered to your lashes and everything like that. So, yeah, y'all, that's where we are. So I wanted to be honest with where I'm at because somebody else might be feeling the same way or thinking the same things. And I know for me, it is very not like me to not upload. Okay. It is not like me to not upload, especially if I give y'all a schedule. I always stick to my schedule. I'm not one if I'm gonna do Vlogmas, I do Vlogmas and I complete it. If I start a series, I start it and I complete it. And I think in November when I did Hologlam, I didn't complete 2 videos and I was feeling this way then. And then December, I started 9 Days of Chicness, which is kind of like, it's not vlogmas, but it was just my way of putting out content for the month of December. And I took ill, and then even on me taking ill, I don't know, this is just where I'm at. So we shall see. We shall see if I keep this channel or if I just start a new channel. And I don't know. A part of me feels like, man, it's a lot of work, blood, sweat, and tears I put into this channel and doing it. But I think we get caught up sometimes on the emotional attachment, and you have to think from a business perspective, I guess, so to say, and then make the best business decision for you. Because if this was my salon and my salon wasn't being profitable, and what I mean by that is if you are a business owner or anything, I'll just kind of give you like a rough draft of what I'm talking about. A lot of people think that a salon, you just get money from doing clients. That is not true. You get money off of the retail that you're selling there. You get money off of any vending services that you put into your salon. You get money off of the services that you do. You get money off of, well, for me, this is how I made my money in my salons, which is why I had the income and the lifestyle that I had. I made money off of seminars that I did. I made money off of hair shows that I did. And I made money off of classes that I did. I also made money off of, they probably don't do them anymore, but I used to sell DVDs. So say like if I would, because you have to know your clientele. Sometimes you have people that come in and they want to know what you do or however you do it. Okay, if you pay me for this DVD, here you have it, and it's a step-by-step tutorial on how to do this or keep this. I also did, which I was doing them on YouTube as well at one time, and then I kind of stopped. I also had a beauty subscription in my thing. I also made money off of gift cards. Like people would come in and get their hair done, and so then those clients, I would sell them gift cards, or I would sell them what are the things? Not gift vouchers, gift certificates, right? And so they could use those towards their next service, or they could give them to somebody else, and that person could come in there and do them. Best believe I had a whole website for my salon. So when I would do certain days and certain specials, best believe that I was making my money up on the back end by doing other things, because I had specific days that I would do college students, specific days I would do my elderly clients that preferred their roller sets and stuff like this. On Mondays, most salons are closed. Mondays, I used to do hair for free to the homeless or to women's shelters and stuff like that. And so that's why I say, like, when you give and you pour into other people, God is always going to bless you. You're going to always be blessed. And y'all, I worked on top of running a salon. I was still, well, when I was in South Texas, I wasn't substitute teaching. I was only doing my salon because I was completely just, booked. Then when I moved to, I'm going to say that's Southwest, East Texas. When I moved to East Texas, I did at-home mommying for about like a year to two, because in that marriage he wanted me to be at-home mom. I didn't care because it gave me time to be with my kids, but I had a salon, but I missed my salon. So at that time I used to use it to my advantage, and I would do more like seminars and workshops and hair shows, and I would do clients by appointment only. When I moved here to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I knew I didn't want to live here. So I was like, I need to buy a home to where I can have my home zoned so that if I did hair, I'm zoned to work from home. It's just like in Houston, there's no zoning. So you can put a business anywhere. My hometown of Lake Charles, you can work from home, but you have to have that area set up. So it has to have its own bathroom, or a bathroom that's designated for that area, its own entrance. You can only have so many people park in your parking area at a time. So it's like it's a lot of stuff that like goes into it. Same thing with here. I'm zoned to work from home. The crazy thing is like I went and I got all my zoning certificates, all my stuff so that I can do it from here. And then I just decided like my focus is going to be a beauty school. That's where I'm at this point because I'm tired. I've been doing hair since I was in middle school. I've been doing hair professionally as a cosmetologist since 2007. Really, yeah, February 2007. And this is 2023. So I mean, you know, it's just different. It's a lot of stress on your back. It's just a lot of everything. And I'm grateful for that career because it allowed me to be really hands-on with my kids in raising them and stuff. And I understand that like a lot of people don't get that opportunity. Even this with YouTube, it allows me the freedom to be at home and to do the different things that I do. I'll pick up sub jobs when I want to and I'll go sub. If I decide I want to do a client, I get up and I go do a client. But for the most part, I'm able to really be here like with my kids and you know, pour into them and be there every little step of the way. And it's so crazy because Tony would have been the one that I thought that would have wanted to do some type of hair stuff. She's not. It's Robin. Robin wants to do kind of what I wanted to do, but I wasn't allowed to do by my parents, my grandparents, so to speak. Y'all know how older people are. Their thing was like, if you want to do hair, you do hair after you go to college, but you're going to college first, you know. To them, you had to go to college in order to be successful and everything else like this. And that's just honestly, I'm glad that more colleges are being outed because I have a lot of classmates that went to college. Now, I'm not saying everybody, but a lot that went to college, graduated, and don't even use the degree that they graduated in. And it's not because they got the wrong degree or nothing like that. It's just they make more money doing other things, you know. I know people that went to school to teach and they're doing completely other things. So with her, she wants to go to hair school first and then she wants to turn around and go to business school. And it's so crazy because I get so many people ask me, I mean, just random people, white people, black people, but a lot of white people. They'd be like, are you in marketing? Are you in business? I'm like, no, I was a business owner. I am a business owner. I ran, that was the other thing. I would sell hair too. So those things, all those things in combined with me standing behind a chair is how I was hitting the incomes that I was hitting. So my mom, my grandmother, rest her soul, she would always tell me, girl, you just overwork yourself. You overwork yourself. You just, all you do is work. And then at one point I was doing school online. I was like, ooh, I was doing too much. Okay. Let's just say that's why I would be tired. And at some point you just get to the point where you realize like you're not a machine. You know, I'm human, I'm not a machine. I need a break and I need to do, and I think sadly for me, what I was forced into a break because when my mom got sick, she told me, like, okay, I'm going to move to Texas now. You know, I can't be here. And I always said that when it got to that point, I would. It forced me into taking a break. That and COVID. She got sick during COVID, when COVID started. And so my YouTube channel took a hit, but I will never, ever, ever be in regret of that or anything because I feel like God does everything for a reason. So needless to say, I was forced into a break. COVID put everybody in the house. And on top of that, taking care of her and being a full-time caregiver made me slow down because the stuff I was doing, girl, like it's so crazy because people in my family be like, how do you do this? Like they call me to ask me for advice on how to do stuff, how to manage stuff, how to keep things in order and this and that and work and still take care of your kids. And I always tell them like, y'all, do y'all think I'm like Superwoman or something? Why do y'all ask me these questions? And they be like, well, you kind of like, or I'd be like, no, y'all, I just was doing what was in me to do. I've never been a complacent person. I don't mind working, and my goal is always my kids. I know that at the end of the day, my goal, my objective is to take care of my children and to provide for them, and that I cannot depend on other people. I have to depend on myself. And they didn't ask to be brought into this world, so but from the time I knew that I was pregnant, baby, I had all Tony shit. She wasn't even born yet. 0 to 12 months. All her shit was purchased there, cleaned, done. I didn't have any baby showers. I never had a baby shower. 3 kids, never had a baby shower. I never was getting like government assistance or anything like that. I started getting that like when my mom moved in and I was taking care of her. They were like, well, we give her, some things just because she, in a caregiver thing. That was like the first time. Other than when I was like a college student. As a college student, you used to get like you would get stuff, and then when I had Tony, you could get WIC because you were a college student. You could get WIC, but I would never go and do my WIC because I breastfed, so I didn't need the milk. And then they would give you like all the beans and cheese and all that stuff, and it was just at the time myself, Tony, who was an infant, and their dad, and so there was no reason for I couldn't cook all them beans and stuff, so I just would never use it. But I don't know. I'm blessed and I'm grateful and I'm thankful. I'm thankful for the woman that I am. That's like, I know it's Christmas time and this is the time, God was born and he, came into this world and all this stuff like this. And what I would say is like, I'm very thankful. I'm thankful that God continues to keep me, because it was a lot of days, y'all, that I would cry and be like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do that, or, and that's just, a thing. And God always, always, always made a way. He always, always, always kept a ram in the bush for me, and did things. And I've been able to help other people along the way, whether it's friends, family, whatever. So I think I just got to a point in my life where I was like, I help everybody. I pour into everybody. I have to pour into me. I have to, so that I don't become depleted. I have to make sure that I'm taking care of me. That's why I feel like, it's always cool to meet new people, learn new people. But I've learned, I have to be cautious with who I do bring around me, because everybody doesn't have good intentions. Everybody don't want to see you blessed. And some people just, they judge and they judge and they judge. I think that's why even with YouTube, I don't look at YouTube and compare myself to other YouTubers. I don't look at somebody and say, well, how did this one get these views and I'm not getting this? Or how did this one get this subscriber and I'm not? I done been like on YouTube, y'all. When you hit 10,000 subscribers, I guess it's just a little different, because when I was at like 2,000 subscribers and it's a squirrel, 5,000 subscribers, and my channel was just, I didn't expect me to be having that type of stuff at those times. I thought that type of stuff came when you hit like 10K or, 20K or things like this. But at every level of YouTube, you can have a struggle. Like, I'm not even the only one. I know other creators who are in the same predicament. Like, they have 10 and 11,000 subscribers and 15,000 subscribers, and then their views are not where they would like for their views to be. But this is my thing. Instead of me saying that it's all these other things, I just have to look at myself and say, okay, where am I dropping the ball? Where am I needing to be better? Where am I needing to, educate myself so that, I can get through this next hump? I think that's why, like, when people have suggested to me in the past, like, why don't you do a channel that talks about helping people on YouTube, because you know a lot of stuff. Y'all, I just feel like you have to be until you have experienced certain things, how can you help somebody? I can't help somebody because right now I'm still trying to figure out how to help myself. So, it's just, I can share things that I've learned along the way. I can tell you like, oh yeah, this and that, or hey, yeah, I can break down, because a lot of people don't pay attention to analytics, and a lot of people they don't look at their analytics, but I do. I look at my analytics because that's how I know what's working and what's not working. I don't look at views, because views is what people see on the outside, but the truth of it is Prime example. So I've had 2 videos this year get well over 400 views, right? And both of those videos, the people left the video in like 10 seconds. So I got the view, but 10 seconds in, people were leaving, and the people that stayed were not enough to boost the video to where YouTube would pick it up. And I couldn't change it because it wasn't the titling, it wasn't the thumbnail. It was that YouTube served that video, because sometimes YouTube will get it wrong. YouTube served that video to a certain audience, which was a male audience, and that was not who I was targeting. And it went to a male adult audience. So it was like, okay, so I'll say for like the girdle video, right? When I went to see the videos that were suggesting it, like, well, okay, it got these views. Let's go see the videos that suggested my content, or let's see where the suggestions are coming from. It was all adult content, like women in skimpy stuff, like, oh, look at my boobs. Like, it was adult content, which was not my audience. But there's no way where you can go to YouTube and say, hey, YouTube, y'all sent it here, and that's not my audience. So what happens is, once they got on and saw that I was talking about, how to cinch your waist and stuff like this, boom, they clicked off. So I got the view, but then there's no view duration there, and they clicked off, which actually hurt the video, because now the video just does not get pushed. And so I thought about taking the video completely down and reshooting it, but I left it up because I was like, okay, I would need to really dissect that video to go in and to see why YouTube thought that this would be the demographic to serve this to. Even though my title said women, even though it was, very descriptive, it was I don't know, it just got it wrong. And so I had another video do the same thing. And so it's just kind of it's frustrating, but it's one of those things where you don't like dwell on it and keep going on it. You just pick it up and then you go and you say, okay, well, let's hit the ground running and let's keep going. Because to me, that's what YouTube is. If you get caught up in what your last video did and what your these are gorgeous. What your last video did and what your last video didn't do, you're just gonna get to a point where you don't create. And I think for me, the reason in December, I'm not gonna say I think, I know the reason that for the month of December, 2 things. One, I got sick, and then the other thing is the fact that I just want to make sure that I'm being specific with who I'm talking to. I want to make sure that I'm being strategic and specific with who I'm talking to and who I'm giving my content to. It's always great when your stuff is shot to a large audience, but I've learned over the years you get a lower click-through rate, and it's not necessarily because your title or your thumbnail is bad. It's just because YouTube is testing it abroad, so that makes it, it's still good content. But when you have that many people watching, it's not, I want every video to be like I'm talking directly to you, like how me and you are talking now. And so that's kind of always been my thing on the channel. But I had to learn, and I'm still learning, I had to learn how to brand myself on social media. I had to learn how to package myself, and I had to learn to stay true to myself and not sell out. I'm not a person that's going to go jump in everybody's video. I'm not a person that's going to go and try to do sub for sub or talk to me because, if we link up and do this, then, we can amass this amount of, it's just not me. Like if I do a collaboration, which I've done tons of collaborations on my channel. Some of the people that I've done collabs with, they're not even on YouTube anymore. That's crazy. But everything for me is purposeful. So anyways, I'm not going to take up all of y'all's Christmas Eve. I hope that y'all are having a blessed Christmas Eve, wrapping gifts, being Santa, being great. If you're by yourself this Christmas, please don't let that get you down. Please don't be over there crying and trying to figure out why you don't have a woman or why you don't have a man. Y'all, all you is really passing gas down here. You know, just don't. Try to recap your year, and you know, if it's somewhere where you feel you dropped the ball, figure out how to pick the ball back up and run, you know. So I love y'all. These are so nice. I always keep this wine enthusiast, my subscription with them and stuff. So, and I don't know why, because I got a whole bar already upstairs. But these right here make you want to buy another one. Oh, I like the one. It's the metal wine racks with the LED lights. I like that. That's cute. I have a space in the kitchen where I can do something like this. This is really cute. So I will keep y'all posted. And in the meantime, happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Thank y'all for watching.